Hey, what's up guys, it's Jacob here, back on a video. This video I'm going to be going over the Bison versus Menat matchup. So I made this matchup with Birdie, but I haven't made it with M.Bison. This was a requested matchup by one of my viewers. And this matchup I at least know a little bit about, more than others. So I've run into Menat, a lot, mainly recently because, she is a little hyped up. I mean, not hyped up. She's been a little more popular, lately, just because she's more the newer characters and she can be, fun to play sometimes. She has very good normals and fast recovery on her normals. So in this matchup specifically, my opinion is that, like, if Menat could keep out Bison, that she won. I mean, but she keep out Bison really well too. That's the thing. Bison has a hard time getting out Menat, like really hard time. He doesn't have any long range normals, doesn't have any quick get-ins. I mean, he does have those reverse, but those reverse can get stuffed out by the crouching V skill for Menat. Her crouch V skill has a pretty big hitbox, so if you try to go for those reverse, Menat can anti you with that. You can bait it out like a DP. So that's more of you just trying to, it's a 50-50 trying to get in, but most likely try to go for the other side unless the Menat anti-tires you. So you can't touch the waters first by just going for it. And if she anti-tires you, then try to like bait it out a little more. Or if you take risk and then you just like feel your opponent out, just to see where he's at with this matchup. And then once you know that your opponent knows certain things, then you can start switching up on your opponent a little more. So it's very hard. As I was going back to like her zoning, it's really hard to get in. Like you would have to like go for like risky stuff, and like trying to use scissors as a way to get in is an option. It is a whiff punch option. Like you can whiff punch her, right? But that's something that's very hard to do. You don't just like stay charging and Menat just whiffs in front of you. Like it's not easy to like like a good Menat that knows her spacing won't really whiff that out too many times anyways. They might whiff it out like depending on where you're at. I know it's pretty fast recovery moves. She can obviously just spam it sometimes, but you know what I mean. Like it's very hard to just deal with. Then she recovers really fast. Jumping at her will cause you to trade with her jab a lot, and then she gets like advantage off of you because she recovers faster than you do. So it's just very hard to deal with. She keeps you out of range of most of your attacks. You can use EX, like scissors, but you can still get jabbed out. That's the problem if you try to use it after, even on block. She can still jab you out. So it's very risky to do. I know the active frames on it is pretty rough anyways, but it can still get stuffed out either way. So you are taking a risk to, you're spending your meter for that knockdown. She could just literally just jab you out of it. So it's very just hard to deal with in the beginning. I mean, even still, like for me, it's still like a hard, to get in on a really good Menat. There's like almost no way to get in her. And the ways to avoid certain things that she has, like, I'll say that Menat has to use that. She can't use her projectiles too much because her projectiles can be absorbed by Bison. So let me show you guys. Alright, so let's say I'm not trying to just like, I mean she can use the high one, but I think you can still absorb that one. Most of them do like the medium though, but you can absorb it. It goes back to her though, and you get a projectile. You get two. So I'll say use that to get out like any of this situation and just keep her. That's like your only option to get in her, really. So you have to mainly, it's just waiting game. It's the waiting game. So don't be impatient in this matchup, because you cannot be impatient in this matchup. This matchup is going to be very lame. The Menat player has to play lame. You're going to play lame to get in. Once you're in on Menat, it's over for Menat. If you have good pressure and stuff like that, it's very hard for Menat to get out. She can get out though. Like, if a player like, she's going to be able to get out from time to time. Obviously, she reads it right, she stuffs you out, she blocks, she gets out of situations, but you have to constantly force her back into the pressure, by anti-ing her if she tries to get out and doing stuff like that, just to keep her back into like that pressure, because that's what you need to be doing against Menat mainly. Your pressure is very important against Menat. So your projectiles is okay against Menat. She can deflect this, so I really don't like see like a point, I guess, like try to bait it out maybe. Like that's the only way I see, like maybe try to like jump in on her after, you know. You try to deflect, you punish, you know, deflect, but if a Menat's not, you know, she obviously sees that you're trying to go for that, she can obviously just, you know, block it out and have to block the jump in, or maybe air to air you, because she knows she's gonna try to jump. She can air to air you and stuff you out there, and it'll just be like a ambiguous situation. You might recover before her, she might recover before you, so it'll be like ambiguous situation at that point. So your only way to get in is by using those tactics, those, you know, using your deflect against her projectile attacks. Like you can't use it against her normals, and I know they might look like it because you know it's the orb or whatever. But yes, it's her projectile. When she throws out, make sure you're deflecting it, so you have some way to get in without having to worry. And now she has to worry about it, you know. Now she's gonna be a little worried, and you know, you can get in now. And then yeah, you know, you start your offense from there. So things like that, you want to have that available to you, and it mainly makes them not have to I don't know, you're gonna be gaining meter most of the time. You gain your meter from just zoning her out. And if she makes a mistake by throwing the orb out, you deflect it, you absorb it, and then you get the projectiles, and then now you have a way to get in. And now she's gonna be trying to jump in on you sometimes to try to get a little more off of you. You know, if Menat's impatient, or she's trying to speed up the pace, or the Menat player is trying to speed up the pace. Her jump-ins are very good against your anti-airs. Like your crouch jab is gonna get stuffed out by her, and if any of her jump-ins have the orb, they're gonna get completely stuffed out by the her jump-in. You cannot use crouch jab against even her other jump-in. So if she goes for the, for example, she goes for this jump-in, you can't do anything there either, because like throwing out, oh hold on, my bad. Throwing out crouch jab will just get that stuffed as well, because it has a big hitbox. So if she does it early enough, basically, well, I'm not doing it early enough. No, it wasn't early enough either. Like she could really do some crazy stuff. Like she could really make that really annoying if she does it right. Hold on. I've been stuffed out trying to do that. You know, if don't get too autopilot with that move. Hopefully that's a little bit, like if you're used to doing crouch jab, you're gonna exactly like that. You're gonna wait, and then you try to use your crouch jab late, and then you're gonna get stuffed out by that. That's what happened to me. Alright. You're gonna get stuffed out by that, and you're gonna get stuffed out by the long range heavy kick. So at that range, you want to block, because like at this range, she's doing this move. You know you can block. It's not a big deal because she's far away. She can't do anything after that too much. She can't do anything crazy after that. She's not in on you. When she goes for this, if she's close to you, you want to get ready to do crouch fierce against her. Yeah. And if she takes any risk getting on you, now you have your ways of getting in her and pressuring her. And if she tries to get out, you have a lot of options to counter her. So mainly, like if she uses her reversal, which I'll say most of them don't use because it's not very good. It's pretty bad. And the reason why, like you can literally just like get ready for it. Like most of your setups that go into like stuff can punish her. You can use fierce. Fierce is a good way to punish. You do have to time it a little bit, but you know if you time it well, then if you get the timing down pat, you'll be able to punish her. And you go from there. And she gets in range, even if you're close up. She gets in range where you get your fierce. That's the problem. So that's so bad. Yeah, that sucks for her. So anything you do, she's gonna get in range for your fierce to punish. When you do that, your fierce is gonna reach her. It's all about timing mainly. So you can't, unfortunately, you can't charge in time. Like if you try to, if you take too long to charge, she's gonna be able to block. It's very specific. Like if I take too long because I'm trying to charge a little bit, she's gonna be able to block. So just use your heavy inferno. Anyways, you get more Oki off of it. Anyways, like I mean you do get a good pressure off of the heavy scissor kick too, but it isn't too bad to use this as well. No, Menat doesn't have a reversal, so she has to eat jump-ins. You know what I mean, like safe jumps. She's gonna have to eat that. I mean, depending on how early you jumped in. If it's like a meaty jump in, she has to respect it. Oh, she has to respect the meteor jump in. Yeah, she's doing back recovery. Yeah, it's really hard. Yeah, once you get on her, most Menats are saving V trigger because she has a pretty decent V trigger. So I'm gonna go over like that real quick. So just so that you don't get gimmicked. So there's a new gimmick with Menat's V trigger. She may just throw out some minus. It's as simple as that. Like the concept is mainly she's throwing out something minus so that she can mainly bait you to try to press the button, and she counters you for trying to press the button because the orb is out. So if you attempt to try to punish her, you get hit by the orb and then she converts off of it, right? So if you get put in the situation, the best thing to do is reversal. You will get hit by the orbs, but she's away from you. She can't convert off of it. She can't do too much off of it. You can't convert really anything off of that. So yeah. So you get put in a situation, you're either gonna block because you have to. If you don't have a reversal, you have to block. Because this, I mean, if you're reading that she's gonna go into like after this, you're gonna read that she's gonna go into, you can enter her, obviously. But that's not the setup, obviously, to go into it. There's other setups to make it so that it's easier for her to get into that dive kick. But be aware of that. When she's in V trigger, that's the new setups that Menat does to try to force the negative things on you. So they're gonna be throwing a lot of dive kicks on you. So just get ready to anti dive kicks because they're gonna be using that a lot. See, I tried to trade and I got hit by the orb, and she could have converted. I think she could do EX ball after that and get the damage off of me trying to press the button. So yeah, I mean you can use what do you call it? You can use this to get out. It gets out of a lot of situations anyway, so that wouldn't be a bad option in that situation, just to get away from her. But she still has her orbs for a certain amount of time till her V trigger is over. So you have to play lame at the same time. Just get ready for the drills. If she does it, if she throws her orbs out, then goes for the drill, now she's trapping you. She can do that as well. So it's mainly just trying to get out of the situations. Just being smart. Don't let them not take advantage of you, obviously, because she goes for overhead. There's a gap. So knowing when to try the challenge, and it's a 50-50 anyways, so that's up to you to try to challenge or not. So yeah, a lot of people don't know too much about this matchup. I don't know a lot about it either, but I have been playing Menat recently, so I have an idea of like how this matchup really goes down. How it really is. So it's just very hard to deal with in neutral, and once you get in, you can punish her really badly. Most of your setups calls you to get in range of her, her reversal. She does have a 3 frame, so you can use like it doesn't matter if she has 3 frame. You have 3 frame as well, and you can challenge her more. So it's not a problem. You have block strings that will blow up 3 frame attacks, so it's not a big deal. I believe she has a 3 frame. I don't think that she has. Yeah, that would be really dumb if she didn't have a 3 frame, honestly. I mean, I'm just saying, I know a lot of characters don't have 3 frames, but I don't think Menat. What the heck? Yeah, I don't think Menat doesn't have a 3 frame. Alright. What else I was gonna go over? I think I've covered most of the stuff that I wanted to go over. She obviously has plus things to deal with. I don't know if you, because for the person who requested it, just ask me if I've missed anything like you want to go over specifically that you were having trouble with in this matchup. Like I went over the basic stuff mainly, like anything like in terms of like she was doing some block string on you that you were like, what the heck is going on? Why can't I do anything about it? Because she does have plus her low EX projectile is plus on block, so you do have to hold that. So just be aware of that. She does have plus she does have plus stuff, so just be very careful. I'll say just look over her frame that without the orb she has plus frames, more plus frames as well, so just go over that as well. If you're having trouble defensively, like just blocking her, then just leave me a comment in the comment section below, because I'm not sure exactly what's troubling you. I know it can be very bad in neutral, but honestly it's supposed to be like that. Bison doesn't have any good range for Menat. Menat can keep out Bison very well, so your job is to gain meter to get in with your Devil's Reverse, or taking a risk with the I mean, it's not a big risk obviously because it's plus on block, but just using stuff like that to get on her. So yeah, just let me know if you have any questions. Just leave a comment in the comment section. So again, thank you for watching, and that's it for the video. I'm out. Goodbye. Hope you guys enjoyed.